Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you're a Giants fan keeping a close eye on the NFC landscape, you've probably heard the buzz already. Rumors are swirling that the San Francisco 49ers might be looking to shake things up and trade one of their most valuable assets, linebacker Fred Warner, to the Giants. And honestly, this could be one of those game-changing moves that redefines the entire division. It's not just speculation. There's real talk about the Niners, who are facing a few challenges, considering their aging roster, Warner's lingering ankle injury that might sideline him into 2025, and the cap space crunch they're under. So a trade might be on the table, and it's looking like a pretty intriguing deal. The proposed trade would send Warner, an all-pro linebacker, to New York in exchange for a second-round pick in 2026 and a fourth-rounder in 2027. That's right, the Giants could be adding a true difference-maker on defense, someone who's been a cornerstone for the 49ers for years. Now let's talk about Fred Warner for a second. This guy isn't just any linebacker, he's a top-tier, game-changing, all-pro talent. In 2024, he was absolutely dominant, racking up 131 tackles, 5 tackles for loss, 4 forced fumbles, and 2 interceptions, one of which was a 45-yard touchdown, a play that really put the league on notice. His PFF grade was an impressive 89.6, showing his consistency and high-level performance. Plus, his EPA per coverage was 21, indicating his ability to frustrate opposing offenses, especially in coverage situations. He's also a player who's shown durability and explosiveness, with a career of recording double-digit sacks and interceptions, making him a true force on the field. And let's not forget, Warner's extension in 2025 is worth a hefty $63 million, making him one of the highest-paid linebackers in the NFL. That's a statement of his value, a sign that the 49ers see him as a foundational piece. But with their current struggles, especially with injuries and cap space, they might be forced to part ways. Here's where things get really interesting for the Giants. The defense has been solid, but not quite at the elite level the team needs to compete deep into the playoffs. Adding Warner could be the missing piece to push the Giants into that top 10 defense conversation. His presence would be a huge boost, not only in stopping the run, but also in coverage, where he's been a nightmare for offenses. The Giants' linebackers currently have been decent but not game changers, and Warner would bring that extra edge, that leadership, that ability to make plays when it matters most. His presence would also improve the secondary, with the Giants already showing some improvement there, especially in run coverage, improving by about 20%. And with the team's overall tackles increasing by around 28%, bringing Warner into the fold could amplify that momentum. Now you might be wondering, what about the team's current linebackers? Well, the Giants have Okereke, who's been doing a good job, but adding Warner would give the team a true elite linebacker who can take over games. His ability to stop routes, make crucial stops, and create turnovers could be the difference between a good defense and a great one, especially when facing high-powered offenses like the Cowboys or Eagles in the NFC East. Plus, Warner's proven track record of forcing turnovers, with 10-plus sacks and interceptions throughout his career, makes him a real X-factor. His arrival could lead to a 10–15% increase in turnovers for the Giants, which could be the edge they need to flip games in their favor. Now, looking at the bigger picture, the 49ers are in a tight spot. Their roster is aging, and with Warner potentially out into 2025 due to injury, they're prioritizing a rebuild. They're likely considering freeing up cap space and acquiring draft picks to bring in youth and rebuild their roster from the ground up. The proposed trade makes sense for them. They get picks that can help them future-proof, especially since they're capped out and facing injuries. It's a tough pill to swallow because Warner is such a vital part of their defense, but the reality is they might have no choice if they want to keep things financially manageable and set up for the future. As for the Giants, the potential acquisition of Warner is a massive boost. It's like adding a cornerstone to the defense, someone who can elevate the entire unit and set the tone for the team's future. The Giants, who have been hovering around mediocrity defensively, could suddenly become a top-tier unit. Their chances of reaching the playoffs would increase significantly. With a projected plus 25% boost in turnovers, they could create more opportunities and turn the tide in close games. Plus, Warner's leadership and experience would be invaluable for a young team looking to make a leap. The NFC East is a tough division, no doubt, but strengthening the Giants' defense with a player like Warner could be the move that propels them into serious playoff contention and hopefully gives them a shot at another Super Bowl. And let's talk about the bigger picture. The NFC is wide open this year, and a top 10 defense paired with an improving offense could make the Giants a real threat. The division rivals like the Eagles and Cowboys are formidable, but if the Giants can shore up their defense with Warner's addition, they could start stacking wins and gaining confidence. The NFC playoff odds could jump from plus 15,000 to plus 4,500 if this move materializes, a huge swing that signals serious playoff potential. Warner, as a defensive playmaker, could be the guy to tilt those odds in favor of Big Blue. His presence would energize the defense, rally the team, and send a message to the entire league that the Giants are serious about contending. Of course, this is all speculation for now, but the signs point to a very real possibility. The Giants have been building steadily, making smart moves, and this could be the piece that pushes them over the edge. The team's recent improvements, combined with Warner's elite talent, could be exactly what they need to turn the corner and establish themselves as a dominant force in the NFC. The fans are hungry for a deep playoff run, and adding someone like Warner could finally give them that boost they've been waiting for. The team's coaching staff, led by Brian Daboll, has shown they can maximize talent and get the most out of their players, and Warner's addition would fit perfectly into that puzzle. So, Giants fans, keep your eyes peeled. This could be one of those off-season moves that defines a franchise for years to come. Imagine Warner patrolling the middle of that Giants defense, making plays, leading the team, and helping them chase that elusive Super Bowl. It's a tantalizing possibility, and honestly, it could be the move that turns the tide in the NFC East. The Giants have a lot to prove, and with Warner potentially coming in, they'd be sending a clear message to the rest of the league. They're not just here to compete, they're here to dominate. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest New York Giants news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster deal? Do you think Fred Warner could be the missing piece that finally pushes the Giants into real Super Bowl contention? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion really matters, not just to us, but to the team itself. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Giants news. This offseason is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and whatever happens, one thing is for sure. The Giants are on the rise, and Warner's potential arrival could be the spark that ignites their championship chase. Keep the faith, Giants fans, because the future looks brighter than ever, and the best is yet to come.